But first of all, Mike's on the line from Pontypool. Morning to you, Mike.
Good morning, Doc.
Hiya, Mike. You're going to take us back to 2015 when life really changed for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I was a keen motorbiker, and it was my 40th birthday. My wife said, "What would you like?" And I said, "I'd love to start riding bikes again." So I did. And then 10 years later, on my 50th, I was just had an amazing family holiday away, and travelling back to work on my motorbike early evening in October. And a boy pulled out of a side street in a van and hit me and crushed my lower leg and pushed my thigh up through my pelvis and snapped my pelvis. So I lost my lower leg through operations and had severe hip injuries. That was 6 years ago now.
Totally changed your life, Mike. How?
It's been interesting listening to the other people say their own experiences, and we're all different. But I found that becoming disabled, certainly not ashamed to say it, I feel it's something that needed to happen to me in my life. I believe in fate. I think it was destined to happen to me because the avenues and doors that it's opened up to me since my accident have been incredible. And I know it is down to how you decide to approach your disability and how you decide to approach your life. That everyone's different, but I decided to embrace it and take on those challenges and move forward.
The doors that have opened then, who's been opening those doors for you? How does that happen for you, Mike?
I had made a conscious decision when I was in that hospital.
You all right?
This just takes me back to the dark days in the hospital where you're really, the reality of my situation hits home. And I decided to make a choice there and then. I remember it vividly. I'm not going to be like the guys around me where a couple of them have basically given up. And which is really sad to say, which is why I'm passionate about helping others now. But I decided I was going to move forward and embrace this and use it as a challenge. Love challenges. Saw a couple of inspirational videos off the European Disabled Golf Association, EDGA, that inspired me and thought I could play golf. I was a golfer before and I was going to play again. And that became a focus for me to the point where 18 months ago, I became a director of a golf business, Great Days Golf. And I can't believe how my life has changed by really pushing hard and being positive. And being positive is not about having a smile on your face every minute in the day and night. It's about when you're in the tough times, in the dark places, understanding the good times are going to come back. That's being positive to me.
You made the conscious decision, Mike. You're holding it together so well this morning, and I hope you're okay with us taking you back to that darkness, as you put it. Yeah, and there may be people listening this morning, Mike, who are in that dark place that you know so well. I wonder how. You're perfectly placed to try and comfort them this morning. What would you say?
Firstly, get in touch with me. If you want to speak to someone, I'll speak to anyone. I speak to lots of people through social media. It can be, people will see the downside of social media, but I see the positive side. The number of people that have got in touch and spoken to me, and then I speak to them and they didn't realise that they could do the things they could do. How you change people's attitudes. This is my positivity. I'm very fortunate that I'm a leg amputee because I walk around with shorts on or one of my trouser legs cut off, so people can always see my disability. And I understand now Lee's situation earlier, where I know a lot of people through Disabled Golf who have got those invisible disabilities now, and I really empathise with those people. And I encourage anyone, you've hit the nail on the head, really, Doc, with the word empathy. You have to empathise towards these people and help them. A disabled spot, for instance, if I see someone parking a disabled spot at my local shops, I won't go over and rant and rave because that's negative. I'll go over and say, excuse me, just so you know, and they'll see my legs, so I'll use it to my advantage. Do you understand why I park in that disabled spot? It's so I can open my door all the way out, so I can get out my car easy. That's the only reason. I've never had one person argue back. Every single person go, my God, I didn't realise, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. And that's just by taking the right attitude towards people. I think you get that positivity back.
Mike, thank you for coming on this morning. Keep listening this morning, won't you? I know you will. You may want to respond to what you've heard from Mike this morning. Incredibly powerful words, testimony from Mike, his experience, bravely sharing it with us here on BBC Radio Wales.